Service workers are awesome. They're like these tiny JavaScript programs that run in the background of your browser and they can talk to multiple HTML pages. That's kind of different, right? I'll give you a few examples of what you would want to do with them in a project, like a real project. And in the previous video, we talked about local storage, how it's almost like a database on your front end. Well, service workers are like a server on your front end. So think about Spotify. When you log in, it has to like go to the server, get the songs, you search the songs, you click the button, it has to go get the music and stream it back, right? That's like really slow if you're waiting for all that music data. So what would be cool is if there was an offline mode, which they actually have because they do use service workers. So you can like download the song ahead of time and you don't have to wait to stream. The song is just like right there on your phone or your computer or whatever. And the service worker is intercepting your call to Spotify.com. It's going to intercept it and give it a quick response. So for that offline mode, the service worker might just pretend that you're logged in because it's like you're not connected to the internet. So we're just going to pretend you're logged in. So that's what service workers do, and we call these middleware. It's going to stand in the middle of your computer and some network request. And here's like 3 things you might want to do with it. One is what I just talked about, which is like an offline mode. And you can use the offline mode in 2 ways. So one would be a progressive web app. Progressive web app means I'm going to give you an app really, really fast that you can use while we're waiting for the real data to come in. Think about like a blog article. I might give you, I don't know, a loading screen. It's like I'm loading my blog articles. And then the real blog articles come in and they show up. So that would be a progressive web app with a stale while revalidate strategy that is enabled by service workers. The other thing is like crash proofing, right? So here's another reason you want offline is, what if my server is having an outage? With service workers, it can kind of be like a Band-Aid, and it can kind of work in replacement of the server while the server is down. You might have like limited functionality, but you can still do some stuff. So like think about Spotify, you might not be able to get new songs. You might be restricted to the songs that are like on your phone, but at least you can like play some music, you know? The third thing these baddies do is multi-page communication on your browser. So maybe I'm not Spotify anymore, I'm the music artist and I'm making music and I have like my composition page with all the tracks and that's so complicated, I don't want to put more stuff there. Maybe I have like a vocal editing page over here and there's like 2 different pages, but they need to talk to each other. Whenever I change the like vocal settings, it actually updates the way the song sounds, right? So I could use a service worker that's in the background and it can bring that information over, even though the HTML pages can't like directly talk to each other, they can like indirectly use the service worker. So that would be another thing you can do is you can have all these different pages or like a chat. If you're like playing games and they have chats and you want the chats to show up on all the pages, like that's another thing you can do with them. Does that make sense? Hope this helps. You can learn a whole lot more with this awesome playlist from Steve on YouTube. If you want to learn more about programming and landing a coding job, you can check out this totally awesome free open source website and follow the page. See you soon.